Welcome dear students. Today's topic will be square root. You have done your finding of the square root using a prime factorization method. It has its own drawbacks. First, it is very lengthy and sometimes it is difficult to find the factors which divides them when it is too long, especially if the prime factors are there. Secondly, when the number is not a perfect square, you cannot find a square root of that number. So most reliable and easy and you can say quick method is long division method. So today we are going to do that method. For that the first step is that the number what you are going to find the square root, you have to first make its pair. Remember, the pair has to be made from the back, means you have to insert the commas while making the pairs. So this is how I am going to make the pairs. From back I have made two pairs and put the commas after every pair. And now you will start your method from the left side. So over here whatever you are bringing the number down or whatever you are, when you are dividing, you have to use the numbers in pairs. Only the first number, if it is left, whether it is a single number or in pairs, we are going to do with this. Rest everything will be in the pairs. So the number is 66049, whose square root you need to find. Now you have to see that number, you have to write over here that number whose square is either equal or less than the number. मीन्स यहाँ पे जो भी आपको डिवाइज़र बनाना है वो ऐसा बनाना है जिसका स्क्वायर 6 से बराबर हो या 6 से छोटा हो. सो वी विल बी डूइंग इट लाइक दिस. 1 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 1, दैट इज़ 1, विच इज़ स्मॉलर. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, which is still smaller. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. So 9 will be greater than 6. So we will be taking it as a smaller number. 2 multiplied by 2. Whatever number is here, you have to see the square. So over here 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. Remainder is 2. Now when you are going to bring the number down in the next step, you are going to bring it in the pair. So the next pair is 60. So I am going to bring it over here. Now the third step what you have is over here. The whatever number next divisor will be the double of the quotient what we have calculated till now. Till now our quotient is 2. So over here our next divider will be first here double of this, that is 4. Now you have to add any one number with the 4 so that its product with the same number either equals to 260 or less than. So 41 multiplied by 1, 41. 42 multiplied by 2 is 84. Like this you have to keep on doing it. 43 multiplied by 3, that is 129. 44 multiplied by 4 is 176. Still it is smaller, quite smaller. So 45 multiplied by 5, 225. 46 multiplied by 6, that is 276. Now 276 becomes greater, so we will choose 5. So 45 multiplied by 45, that is 225. Now you will subtract it and find that 35 is left, and now the next pair you are going to bring it as 49, and our next quotient will be first the double of this, and with 50 you are going to add a number which is going to get. Now from here itself you can see that it is if you add 507 multiplied by 7, you will get exactly this number 3549. It is exactly divisible. When you will practice this, you will gradually come to know that which number it will go. So in the first few sums you may find it that you have to multiply all the options. After that you will gradually get a practice. So now the square root of 66049 is your 257. This you have to do it while solving the sum. Now one more example I am going to give it to you over here is 1069. I will just tell you how to form a pair. Rest of this was actually odd numbers. Now let me take an example of any even number so you get to know. Suppose you have to find the over here the square root of 4096. How you are going to make a pair is that over here, since it is a even number, so you will get a pair over here like this. From the back, if you are going to make first number is also a double. Rest of the procedure is same. When you will see that 6 6 36, 7 7 will be 49, so that will be greater. So I am going to take it as 6 6 are 36. So after subtracting I get 4 and I will get the 96, that is next pair, as my next bringing it down. Double of 6 is 12, so I am going to over add. Now whenever like this comes, first choose the numbers which are easy practices. Like 6 comes at the end when you multiply. 6 6 are 36, 4 4s are 16, so 6 comes at the end. So I will first multiply and check with the 4. You can see exactly it is going. So like this you can practice and it will save your time. So square root of 4096 is 64. Now this is your exercise number 3D, and you now we are going to solve with the next exercise, your 3E, in which you will come across finding the square root of a decimal number. Now how to do it in a decimal number? Same procedure we are going to follow, only the first step is different when you are making the pairs. Now over here the pairs are made in a such a way, like this is a decimal part and this is a whole part. Whole part you are going to make a pairs from the back, that is I am going to do it like this, and decimal part you are going to do it from the left side. You are going to make a separate pair of the whole part and a decimal part. So over here only one pair you have of 25, so there will be not any confusion regarding this. Now rest of the same it is. So first step is 1 1, since it is 0, so I am going to bring 56 as down. Now double of 1 is 2, so I have to add any one number. If you add 2 over here, you will get 44, and by subtracting you get 12. Now next number next pair what we have to bring it down. Before that you have a decimal, so same decimal you put it above also. So I am going to get as 25 over here. Double of 12 is 24. Not to put decimal in the divisor. When you will multiply you will check, it will be exactly divisible by 5. So your square root of 156.25 is 12.5. Same we can do it over here. I will just tell you how to make a pair. So for this, so one pair decimal from this side, another pair here, the pair is complete. Now in case if you get a number over here like this, if it is let's say 6, suppose you get a number over here 6.256, let's say example. So over here when you make a pair over like this will become one pair. This is the another pair. Now over here you are running short of one number to make it a pair, so you can add a 0 from your side to complete its pair. You can also do it this way when you get odd numbers decimal part. So the next topic what is very important is if you have to find a square root of a number which is not a perfect square. In this case they have told us to find the up to 2 decimal places. Whenever you have to find up to 2 decimal places, remember you will find for 3 decimal places and then you will round off to the 2 decimal places. So I am going to solve under root 3 for this. 3, I am going to put a decimal, being the whole part is only 3, so all the decimal part I am going to add it myself. So we need to have to find 2 decimal places, so I need 3 pairs of decimals. So I am going to add 3 pairs of zeros over here because I need to find it for the 2. Now the same step I am going to follow over here, double it 2, and then since decimal is here, so I am going to put a decimal over here also, and when you multiply you will get as next is 7, you will get it as 189, another 2 zeros, double of this is 34, and when you will do it over here, another last because we have to find for the 3 decimal, so I am going to do it for the 3 decimals. Now we have seen that we need to find it for 2 decimals and last digit is 2, which is smaller than 5. Now in your class 6 you have done your round off, so if the number is smaller than 5 you need not add the 1 to the preceding number. So under root of 3 in the correct 2 decimal places it will be 1.73. in case if you get the last as more than 5 or more than 5, then you have to add 1 to the number before that. This is how we are going to do. I hope it will be clear to you. Now the last exercise is that related with the property. It is quite easy. You can solve this sum because either by finding it out with a prime factorization or a division method. Anyway you can do that. There are two properties. One property say that if a and b is multiplied and you have to find the square root of that, that is equal to that if you find the square root of individually a also and b also. So it is vice versa. अगर आपको ऐसे दिए है तो वो इसके भी equal होगा, अगर ऐसे दिए है तो वो इसके भी equal होगा. I will solve one sum for you. It will be more clear to you. And when you are dividing, then also it is equal. That is, if a by b, if it is in a fraction part and you have to find the under root, you can do it, find the square root individually also. Remember, this is only in the case when you have to multiply or divide, not in the case of addition and subtraction. So I'll be solving one with you. You can find 625, 729 separately. Either you can use division method as we have done earlier in this video, or you can use prime factorization also, whichever way you like. So over here I can since if you have to, otherwise the video will be quite long, so I am going to directly find it. So you will get 25 upon 27 as a square root, so you can write it over like this. This can be written as 625 individual under root 729 individual under root, which is equal to 25 upon 27. So like this you can do it, and sometimes here in this step the cutting is possible. You can do the cutting in case if it is after cutting you are getting the perfect square, and then you can solve it.